Hello everyone, welcome back to the CodeIsha Training Center. So today we will discuss about the how to write the HTML code in the Notepad. Okay. So before going that, did you know we can create the our own web page using the just Notepad? So let's see how we can write the piece of code in the Notepad and how we can run those HTML code on the web page. Okay. So let's get into the slides. So today agenda we will discuss about the what is HTML and how to open Notepad and how to write the piece of code in HTML code in the Notepad and how to save that file and also how we can run that piece of code with help of the Notepad and how to open the web page in the browser, and we can also learn about the does and don't. Okay, and also final one, we are going to be giving you the homework for you based on today's topic. Okay, so coming to the what is HTML. So HTML means HTML stands for hypertext markup language, right? So it is used to create web pages, and HTML uses the tags to structure the content. Okay, so here the simple tags examples. Okay, like HTML body, like paragraph tag or h1 tag, or like heading tags or div tags. Okay, and image tags, right? So we have a lot of tags for the HTML to content the structure, sorry, to structure the content. Okay, so and coming to the how to open the Notepad in our desktop or whether it is computer. Okay, let's see. So first of all, we need to click on the start menu. Okay, and then search for the Notepad application. Okay, and then open that Notepad application and ready to type your HTML piece of code there. Okay, so let's see how we can write that piece of code. Okay, navigation, going through navigation. So come back into the desktop. Okay, so here we need to go on the start menu, right? So first of all, click on that. Okay, so here search bar is there, so we need to search here for Notepad. Okay, so here the Notepad is there, so click on that, open. So once it is open, so here the right we need to write the piece of code, right? So first of all, I'm writing the HTML main tag. Okay, so inside that I'm writing the header tag and body tag. Okay, head tag and the body tag, right? Okay, so in header tag we can add the like title and metadata or any scripts urls there, links we can add the inside the header tag, right? So coming to the body tag, where we can write the piece of code for the display the content on the web page. Okay, so I'm giving here the note title is, okay, I'm giving the Notepad HTML. Okay, I'm giving the web page title name is Notepad HTML. Okay, so once it is done, what we need to do, let's come back into the slides and open the slides. So once it is ready to type the piece of code in the open, after the open the Notepad. Okay, so let's see how we can write. All we are also done writing the piece of code. Okay, so like first of all, we need to write the HTML main tag, and then inside that we need to add the body and the header tag. Okay, so inside the header tag I'm writing the title to see the web page name. Okay, and for the coming to the content, I need to write a piece of code in the body tag. Okay, so like using the heading tag one and the paragraph tag. Okay, so okay, already we are done written these things, right? So let's see, and also I'm writing the content, display the content on the web page. I'm writing the here body tag. Okay, so first I'm writing the h1. So here I'm going to be welcome Notepad. Okay, welcome Notepad. So and then I'm writing the paragraph. So here we write the piece of code for HTML web page. Okay, so once it is done, what we need to do next? Writing the first of all we need to first of all we need to open the tab and click on the start menu and then search for Notepad and open that applications. Once it is done, we need to write the piece of code whatever our business requirements and whatever our task. Okay, so once it is done, what we need to do after that, we need to save that HTML file. Okay, so let's see how we can save that file without naming or with naming or extension, or we are any do anything in that when we saving the that file HTML file in the Notepad. Okay, so see here in Notepad we need to click on the save as button. Okay, and then give the name whatever it is your requirement. So basically by default we need to give the index.html. Okay, and save as type like all files and encoding UTF-8 and save on the desktop wherever you need, like whether it is desktop, whether it is you need to create separate folder for that. Okay, so wherever you need to add that location path and then save, click on the save button. Okay, so let's see. So here the navigation steps is there. Okay, so go back into the Notepad. So here the file, so once click on that and then click on the save as. Okay, so see here I'm giving the index dot, okay, dot html. So must and should we need to give here the extension HTML. Okay, so here the save as type is I am choose the all types. Okay, and encoding is default by is there. Okay, and save it. So wherever you need to save that file. Okay, so I am saving this separate folder in the desktop. Okay, so I am choosing this folder. So once it is done, click on the save button. Okay, so already it is there. Sorry, some changes that. So index dot html. Okay, so once it is done, click on the save. Okay, so once it is done, after that go back into the folder. So I am saved that HTML file inside this folder. Okay, so here the where we can search that. So see here index is there, right? So index is there, so click on that. See, so let come back into the slides. So once save that file, what we need to do? So how we can run that piece of code? So go back into the desktop and define the index.html. So whatever you are given that name, okay, before saving that file name, you need to find that file name. Okay, so and then double click on that file. Okay, and it opens the browser. So same thing here done, right? So let's close this one. So once I've saved that file into this HTML file, right? So I'm open that folder and then finding the index.file. Okay, so here, so I'm click on the double click. So here the open that whatever we are written the piece of code in the HTML file, right? So this is the file piece of code HTML using the Notepad. Okay, so here I'm given the title Notepad HTML, right? So it is showing same thing, same web page name, right? And I'm written the using the h1 tag for the heading welcome Notepad, and I'm written the piece of text uh, for the passage using the p tag in the HTML file, right? So here the p tag is there. Okay, this is a p using the p tag, and this one is the h1 tag using the for heading, and here the passage for that. Okay, so let's come back into the slides, go back into the present, and so once it is done, it opens the Chrome, or whether it is Chrome or Edge or Firefox. Okay, your HTML page will display, right? So already we are seen that everything whatever we are added the content in the HTML file, we are seeing those are all things on the web page, right? So this is called a web page. Okay, So how to make changes in that? Okay, so once everything done, so if anything you need to change in that HTML file, so we need to go back into the those file again into the notepad. Okay, edit the content and press the Control S for the save the file. Okay, so once it is done, refresh your browser using the F5, or you can go with the manually on the web page. Okay, so let's see, I'm adding the again. So here we don't have any uh, another passage is there, so I'm adding the another passage. Okay, so let's come back into the code editor. So I am closing this notepad also. So let's open this one. See here, this is the our file, right? So I'm clicking on that. Okay, see here, edit in notepad, right? So I'm click on that, so it will open the notepad. Okay, so sorry, here I'm forget to the adding the p tag. Okay, so once it is done, so I'm here, I'm adding the h3 tag. Okay, inside that, thanks for watching this video. Okay, I'm giving this one using the h3 tag. Okay, so let's here save it, whether it is control plus yes, or whether it is file and no, go the file and it's click on the save. Okay, so once it is everything done, come back into the our web page whatever we are open. So let's here, so once everything done, what we need to do, click on the F5, or we need to go with the manual refresh. Okay, so let's refresh it. See, thanks for watching this video. So when we need any editing contents, so we need to go back into the file and click on the edit file. So once click on that edit, it opens the notepad, and whatever your content need, you need to change as per your requirements. Okay, so up to everything okay right here. So let's come back into the presentation. So here's the do and do nots when we using the notepad. Okay, so must and should do's, save the file with the .html extension, and the use proper opening and closing tags whatever we are writing the tags. Okay, must and should follow that tags. Okay, so and save the frequently that file. So whatever we have the file, we need to must and should save that file frequently. Okay, so if anything changes in your file. Okay, so do not here, so don't save as the dot txt extension. Okay, so because it is not text, right? So it is for using the in a web page for html, right? So for that we need to add the must and should dot html extension. Okay, and don't forget to the closing tags. Okay, so whatever we are added the tags, so must and should follow that closing and opening tags. Okay, so if it is don't have that closing tags, so like self closing tags, so you can follow that same rules. Okay, don't go with the like image. So for example, take the image. So we have the image only self closing tag, right? So we don't have any specific opening and the closing tag, right? So we have only one, that is the self closing tag. Okay, so as per that we need to follow whenever we are writing the piece of code in html. Okay, so and don't use the wrong spelling in tags. Okay, so don't forget it when you are writing the piece of code. Okay, so whatever you have the tags adding, so must and should take care of them names. Okay, okay, up to here everything okay, right? And here the homework for you. So try to create own web page with the your name. Okay, and in that adding the one heading and two paragraphs and save that file. So whatever you wish, whether it is my page, whether it is index.html, and whether it is whatever you need, so you can give that name, and must and should add the .html extension. Okay, so and then after that whatever you are written that html code in the notepad, and save that file and open in the browser to check whether it is added that content on the display or not. Okay, so if it is not, so let's recheck that piece of code, so whether it is where you are done wrong. So okay, so must and should you need to write the first of all 2 or 3 lines, that's it. Okay, don't go with the more number of lines. Okay, so just you need to write up to 10 lines. Okay, so up to everything okay, right? So thank you for watching this video. I hope this video everyone helpful. Okay, So don't forget to the subscribe and like and share it with your friends, whoever the enthusiastic and ready to learn the or shifting the say software technology. Okay, so thank you everyone.